script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Go! 180! Kill! Good!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go 50 against the mic. Jim. Out. Inside. Here, Mike.
Now Rodgers to throw again. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, 88. Yeah, live. Right.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
At the Bears' 43-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Number 50. 26.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
59 mark. Check. All right.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good. 180. Check. Walk 54. Walk.
First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You must be dreaming. Hey, exit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You ain't got.
Now it's Trubisky. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any pass.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go! 180! Check. Walk it. Hey, 18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, come on. Alert. Hey, seam 6.
Trubisky will throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Trubisky lost the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Motion.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Alert. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. It's Burton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ran.
At the 36-yard line.
Joker. 22 jet bomber.
Trubisky to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16, Rodgers. Aduna's got it, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down, Green Bay.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 47 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and get a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the D.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis taking it in. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, check 26, check 30, 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And a loose football. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie. Okay, over here. Hey. Right there. Get 300. Get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them. And he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now the Bears going to call. The first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Jump out! 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
1st down, Packers.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Undercut. He's checking.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 1st down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him.
For a loss as well here, and one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On second down now, it's Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard scamper, and the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Mike, 180. Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Anxious. Check.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Well, give to Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have